Okay. Oh, shoot. We are live. Come on in. Come on in. As I promised, we are live. I'm late again. Sorry, but gosh, my family. I'll be having to tend to my family. Joshua first. Yo. Hello, hello, hello. Hit the like button as you come in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here, Joshua. Thank you so much. First place always. We're gonna as always give YouTube a chance to let people know that we're live. Oh. Happy Wednesday. Galactic, hey. Did you see? No, Joshua. I'm late. Hey Jojo, welcome back. Welcome back. I had my people to tend to. I had it all set up. I'm gonna be on time. I'm gonna come in here. It didn't work. But welcome everybody. As you come in, hit the like button. We're gonna give YouTube a chance to let people know that we are live. Yeah. So let me get this up. Welcome everybody. Waiting for everybody to come in. It's a little delayed for people to come in. We'll give them about another couple of minutes and then we'll jump right into day 3, Meg the Stallion. I'm not sure who all is following the trial, but we definitely are. We definitely are. That's not what I'm looking for. Galactic, thank you for being here. Joshua's here. Football God Peak. Look, hello, Football God Peak. Is that right? Um, just a little housekeeping. We are very respectful people over here, so we respect everybody's opinion and we keep it respectful. My mods do not play. They do not play. So just be respectful as we come in because we talk about things that everybody ain't gonna agree with what we talk about or agree with our opinion. So again, thank y'all for coming in. Just hit the like on the way in or out. If you listen to the replay, hit the like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and think about becoming a member. Hey, and oh, good. Oh yeah, no, hide that. Lord, here they come. They coming out the woodwork. Here we go. Yeah, hide that. Hide that. Come on in, everybody. Thank y'all so much. Happy Thursday. No, Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Where y'all tuning in from? Let me know where you're tuning in from. Here they come. They come in for the chat. Soon as you go live, they come up in here. No trolls. Go, Joshua. Get them. Get them, Joshua. Yeah, y'all. So tonight we're talking about day 3 for Meg the Stallion. We're also going to talk a little bit about David and Celeste. Earlier I talked about my guy Ray J, but we say that for another day. Save it for another day. Come in here, sit down, and behave. And it's that simple. It's that simple, but they don't know how to act. Let me see. I'm trying to. All right, we can get started here. There's a few things. So anyway, let's talk about Meg Thee Stallion. So it is day 3, you guys. And they today it was noted that it was supposed to have been that Meg Thee Stallion was going to get on the. I'm eating, y'all, so I'm gonna turn off my camera for just a little bit because I don't like to eat on the camera. But it was noted that I'll wait for a minute. It was noted that Meg Thee Stallion was supposed to get on the stand today. They didn't make it to that point. So maybe tomorrow Meg will start to be on. She will start her testimony tomorrow. But today, let's talk about today. It is so funny. It is some of it is so funny. So I've listened to a few people that are boots on the ground, and what was the main topic that every last one of them talked about is that a lot of what happened today in court mentioned Nicki Minaj. For some reason, they talked a lot about Nicki Minaj and other people, but they said the highlight was of Nicki Minaj. Also, they played depositions of a few people, and one of them was DJ Academics. They also played what's his name? I took a little notes here. They also played the deposition for Caesar McDowell. Not sure if you guys know who that is. And then also played a recording of Milagro in the court today. So let's talk about the depositions. What happened is the reason that Meg's team wanted to play the deposition for DJ Academics and Milagro is because at one point, DJ Academics had posted a tweet that said breaking news. There was no DNA on the pow pow that Tory had, meaning that Tory's DNA was not on that pow pow, right? So then Milagro allegedly, no, Milagro maybe copy and pasted it somehow or whatever, but posted the same tweet, the same post, and said that that Tory's DNA was not on the pow pow. So but DJ Academics, he posted it and then he deleted it. So in the deposition, one of the questions was, why did you delete that post? And he said it was false news, right? It was incorrect. And they was like, well, where did you get your information from? All this stuff. And they were telling, so what they found out is the reason that DJ Academics took it down is because DJ Academics found out from a source that the DNA was inconclusive. So what we know what that means, right? It means they couldn't say yay or nay that it was either his DNA on there or if DNA was on the pow pow. So they played a video with Milagro on there about the same post because Milagro said that she wasn't taking it down. She was seen in this video. That they played in court today. She was saying, "I posted. This is just kind of me ad libbing, okay? I posted it. I'm standing on it. And Meg, if it's a lie, sue me. If it's a lie, sue me." And they kept saying in court. They said they played it back. If it's a lie, sue me. And so where we at today? Sitting in court because Meg sued her to find out that even when she found out that it was inconclusive, she didn't take it down. She didn't take the post down. She kept it up. There are allegedly like 8 counts in this trial that Milagro is being accused of or tried on. And they're saying that just the people's opinion that's in the room is that that she'll definitely get charged with this deep fake video that was going around that she did, and she'll also be charged allegedly or possibly, per their opinion, on saying that Meg lied on the stand, saying that Tory pow powed her. we know that Meg, and we talked about this last night. Meg did tell Gail King, she did fabricate some stuff or lied on the stand with Gail King, but but she came clean and said what really happened. Milagro saying she lied, and so they're saying she'll get charged with that. Not sure what the other charges are. I have a list of them. I didn't bring them in here. We got to get them, but they're saying some of that, like defamation. And if so let me help y'all for a minute real quick, right? So on these people that are coming in here, that are trolls or whatever, if they're not cussing and saying vulgar stuff, kind of let them hang out because it's our views, right? If it's just horrible, then let them go. So just kind of don't be so quick to take them off. But if it's out of hand, go right ahead. But anyway, saying that there's plenty other charges that she could possibly be charged with. I mean, that she's on trial for, but like a lot of them won't stand. So if Wright Studios was in here, he always says that when we cover these kind of cases that defamation, and it's true, defamation is really hard to prove, and they're not sure if Milagro's team is going to be able to if Meg's team is going to be able to prove defamation beyond a reasonable doubt. But that remains to be seen, because today, according to Armand Wiggins, and shout out to him for bringing us the information, he's saying that Meg got a win today. There was one good moment is what he's saying, and one good moment with Milagro, but today they think it kind of went Meg's way. Let me see what the chat is saying. Like, share the video. Yes, please do that. I feel like they are losing the plot. I still haven't heard any defamation. See, exactly. They're saying that, like I said, you have to. Defamation is kind of hard, right? Yes, yes, Cardi B won that defamation with Tasha K, but I mean, it was blatant defamation, right? Saying she was a drug addict, all that stuff, right? In this case, it's kind of, well, at least at this point, we haven't seen yet or heard the defamation part. So I'm with you on that. Delacted, they are involving people in this situation that aren't even main characters. Yeah, so I'm okay. And then I know Milagro is to, I know who Milagro is to. I used to be in her Discord. Well, dang, Galactic, you're gonna have to come up. I got the link if you want to come up and talk with me through this. If you want to, do you want the link? I can send it to you. Hey, Harlem, you want to come up, Harlem? Anybody can come up. I got the link. I learned how to do it, but we could do one at a time. And so, Harlem, I'm not sure how much you heard or what's going on, but we're talking about day 3 in the Meg and Milagro. And where we are right now is talking about the charges that Milagro is standing on trial for. And we think that the defamation part is going to be hard to prove. And like I said, with yes, it is my radio, Harlem. Joshua, hey, yeah, it is my radio. But back to this, defamation would be hard to prove, and we haven't really heard anything that is defaming right now. But you know what? This is just day 3, so maybe we will. But at this point, I don't know how difficult or not it's going to be to prove defamation in this case. So back to the audio. They were saying that they played Milagro's audio because in the audio she was like, "It's true, and if it ain't true, Megan, then sue me." They played that a couple of times, so we are suing. So they played that deposition. They also, man, this was so funny. Um, I'm not really following the case, just God updates here and there. Oh, okay, I got you. So then there is this guy named Caesar McDowell, and they played his deposition. And you guys got to do it. I can't do it like our mama. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened today with this. So prior to the trial, they did a deposition and they recorded it, right? And so Meg's team got these depositions and they were playing them in court today. Well, Caesar McDowell, who he is he came on the scene. He was originally, if I'm correct, so I'll say allegedly, representing Milagro. And at some point, he got Milagro for $20,000. I guess it went bad. I don't know, but allegedly got her for $20,000. So then he was supposedly working with Tory Lanez, and what was happening is he had this company, Unite the People, because we're finding out that Caesar McDowell had been in prison for 20 something years, right? But he has came out and got this company called Unite the People. And what it was about was he would for people of color or just clients would come to him and he would help pay their legal fees if they had gotten in trouble, right? And so he would help pay their fees. And what they're saying or alleging is that Tory was kind of funding that, in that he was like paying the company to pay these people's legal fees, right? So somehow, some way, they were intertwined. Caesar McDowell was intertwined, and he was caught for fraud against Milagro for $20,000, and supposedly working for Tory Lanez. So anyway, let's talk about his deposition. And I can just imagine this, right? So in the deposition, as soon as he comes in, he has whoever's going to interview him and himself, right? So he come in, and immediately when he sit down, he says, this ain't gonna go right, right? This is not gonna go right, right? And she was like, whatever. Okay, let's proceed with the interview or whatever. So out the gate, he's letting her know, I'm not cooperating with none of this. Don't want to be here, ain't cooperating. But he didn't say it in that word. He just was like, this ain't gonna go right. So anyway, the conversation begins, the interview begins. And they were like, what are some of the things you like to do? And he said, I like to do a lot of things. And they said, who are your clients? Like, how many clients do you have? Who are your clients? And he said, people are my clients. And she said, okay, what people? He said, black people, white people, Chinese people. People are my clients. And then they said, did Tory Lane, is Tory Lane funding the Unite the People in any way? Is he financially, monetizing, helping you pay your clients legal fees? He said, I don't remember. And then he said, how did you get your funding to start the company? Like, did you take out a loan? What happened? I don't remember. I just got it. So we know it's going crazy, right? And they said, well, what do you do at work? Like, what is your position? What do you do? And he said, I work hard. And they said, well, are you a license? Do you have your license? He said, I went to prison. And she was like, huh? He's like, I went to prison. Well, did you get your license? I don't remember. So then he said, well, again, did Tory Lanez end up funding or giving you money towards your business? He said, Tory who? Lanez? And she was like, yeah, Tory Lanez. Oh, yeah, I don't remember. Then she said, he said, I don't remember. I've been in prison 26 years, right? And then he said, did you at any point advise Tory Lanez during his case with Megan the Stallion? Did you at any point give Tory Lanez advice? He said, huh? I don't remember. He said, did you ever help or advise Milagro? They said Milagro Grams. And he was like, who? And she said, okay, Milagro Cooper. I don't know her. I've never met her a day in my life. I don't know what you're talking about. Right? Then she said, was Tory what did again, because they're trying to get him to say Tory funded this company, right? Was Tory ever a contributor financially to this company? And he sat there and then he was like, oh, huh? What you say? You talking to me? And she was like, yeah, I'm talking to you. He was like, oh, I don't remember. Eventually, he pulls out the marijuana and was like, oh, can I smoke? I need a smoke break. Start rolling up a blunt. This is all on the deposition. And he was like, so I need to go smoke. And they was like, the interviewer was like, but you can't just get up and leave like we're having a conversation. He was like, I need to smoke and I need to pee. So either I can pee right here or I can get up and go pee. Which one is it gonna be? So she was like, but you can't do that. This man gets up and leaves. He leaves. I don't know if he went to smoke, he went to pee, took care of his business, but he came back. He didn't answer no more questions. He came back though. You know that's crazy. So what they're saying out of all that, it was more to it, but it was just so funny. I don't remember. But he told him at the beginning, this ain't gonna go right. So I don't think that looks good for I just can't, I don't know if that helped or hurt either side. Because all he said is he don't remember. He remembers nothing. So then they said there was also like a represent like Meg's brand representative there, and he kind of talked about how he handles finances, and they kind of asked about if he ever seen Milagro's videos, or was like he was like, I seen all that, pretty much. I can't remember word for word, but yeah, I seen it. I know what it's about. And he asked him how much he was like, it was basically a bunch of bull crap. And they said, JC's company, help me, Harlem. Uh, what is Jay-Z's company? They had a representative from there. That they talked a lot about Nicki Minaj. I still got to see the specifics on why they were bringing Nicki Minaj up, but then they also had like a special forensics person there that they talked to, and they had I almost said Jay-Z's company. Oh, I can't remember. um y'all, what is this company? Rock. Oh my gosh, yes. So Rockefeller. Well, no, Rock Nation. That's what I was looking for. Dang, I couldn't get it out. So they had a representative there from Rock Nation, that they talked to, that was on the stand, and that's when they was talking a lot about. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you, JoJo, and thank you, Bridget. That's who they were talking a lot about, Nicki Minaj, and so pretty much here's where we are with this. In addition to all that happening, the jurors in the jury box was sitting there, and the judge had to say, hold on, if there is anybody in the jury that is on your phone, put it away. They said the juror was up here like this on the phone during the deposition calls. Like, what jury? I thought they took jurors' phones, but they didn't. And so they're saying that the jurors are checked out already on day 3, and they're just now getting started. But I really didn't know that the jurors could take their phone in there. But they was like, the judge was like, didn't call them out specific, but if there's any juror on the phones and he up there doing this, then you need to get off your phone. Like, I figure you'd be dismissed for that. But they're saying that the jurors are checked out. So that's what we know. Meg did not make it to the stand today. She was supposed to. So probably maybe tomorrow. The judge also said that um in the event that, oh, it's okay. It's okay. They helped me. Oh, I'm here. I'm just catching up. It's okay. Thank you, right? But I did mention, right, that they were saying that defamation was one of the charges that Milagro was on standing trial on, and that it was really hard for to prove. Right now it's really hard to prove the defamation, and even Galactic agreed with me as well that we just haven't heard the defamation part. And I was saying, well, right is saying it's always hard to prove defamation beyond a reasonable doubt, and they may be struggling a little bit, but of course we're just day 3. We'll see how that turns out on that. So I want to say hello to everybody. Thank y'all for hitting the like as y'all come in. Thank you to the new people. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and also become a member to the channel. It's lit over here, and we're gonna have a few interesting interviews coming up. So y'all want to continue to follow us. Also, thank you for hitting the like. Continue to hit the like button as you come in or either as you go out. It keeps us in the algorithm, and it's a free way to support the channel, y'all. So thank you. But that's pretty much it right now on the Meg the Stallion that we have. Meg the Stallion and Milagro grants. I feel like I don't think, just with what we know, just with what we know, I don't think Milagro will just walk away scot-free, like they'll drop and throw everything out. I think that she's gonna have to answer for some things that she did. And Meg the Stallion is just not having it. You know, they also ask Meg the Stallion's assistant, I think it says her assistant or somebody, she was on the stand and was asking her, like, does Meg have a problem with alcohol? And she said no. Has she ever had to see like a counselor or therapist for being an alcoholic or drinking alcohol? They said no. He said, but what she had to see a therapist for was this whole Tory Lane situation where she was pow because she got really, really depressed. And that's true, because she even stopped doing music at that time. She's like, she just didn't want to do it no more. And she got really depressed. So they said she did have to go to therapy for this situation because she had gotten depressed. So let me see what Wright is saying. Defamation, most defendants don't realize lots of information comes out during discovery. Lawyers, prosecutors are going to find out all about your business before you even go to trial. That's true. It's true. I don't announcements, so 6.5 minutes behind. Yes, you are 6.5. But that's okay. We're glad you're here, right? You know, we're always glad you're in the building when we are live. So, hey Adrian, thank you for being here, new to the channel. I hope you're enjoying it so far. All right, let's move on. I'm getting that there's new information, which we kind of talked about this last night, with David and Celeste. So I'm gonna pull up what we have. Let me see if I missed anything first on Meg and Milagro. Let's see. So this is interesting. What Milagro also said. We'll talk about this really quick. It said the sued streamer says she bowed down and apologized if she believed Tory Lane's pow Megan the Stallion. Defendant Milagro Cooper finished testifying late Tuesday afternoon at the federal courthouse in Miami. An online get that off of there. An online commentator accused of defaming rapper Megan Thee Stallion testified all day Tuesday, which was yesterday, about evidence in the criminal case against Tory Lanez. Milagro Cooper answered questions from Megan's lawyer, John O'Sullivan, for about 4 hours as O'Sullivan pressed her about her coverage of Lane's criminal trial and convictions of pow-powing Megan 5 years ago. Milagro testified she had a three-way call with Lanez and his father, but never heard about the pow until she spoke with only Lanez's father in February 2021. She said Peterson was hesitant to say anything that would compromise his son, so he literally stopped before anything got to the weapon. Before anything that got to the weapon. To apparently try to show Lanes had wait a minute. To apparently try to show Lanes had to have told Milagro about the pow pow. O'Sullivan played a recording of Milagro emotionally saying that if Lanes lied to her, she'd want to fight him because he told her they'd be vindicated. You didn't have any personal knowledge of what happened that night, right? O'Sullivan asked, referring to the shooting. Oh, the pow pow. Milagro said she wasn't there, so she couldn't have personal knowledge. So whatever you might bring to the table is just stuff you found out somewhere else, right? O'Sullivan asked. Right, Milagro answered. Okay, and the things you were bringing to the table were ways of thinking about what happened that night that might let Tory not that might let Tory be not guilty, right? Milagro said no. So let me say that again. I kind of got frustrated. I got boggled up. So the law O'Sullivan, which is Meg's lawyer, said, okay, and the things you were bringing to the table were ways of thinking about what happened that night that might let Tory be not guilty, right? Milagro said no. Milagro said, always open up. Milagro testified she is always open to the understanding that anybody could be lying. So on that phone call with him and his father, they said that they appreciated my content and they said to me, just watch everything and you'll see. But he didn't give me details. He just said, you'll see, Milagro testified. O'Sullivan ended the exam by asking Milagro what she would do if you found out today conclusively that the pow-powing happened how the jury found Tory did it. Would you feel bad about anything you said? O'Sullivan asked. I would feel terrible, Milagro answered. But you're positive he's not guilty. So you feel okay defending that in even the most aggressive ways, O'Sullivan asked. I'm not positive, but I have not believed everything, and it's not about if she got hurt, Milagro answered. I know she was hurt, and I hate that she was hurt. I truly do, Milagro continued. But you have to understand from my point of view, she said. And she said her mother went to jail my whole upbringing. Oh. I came from a negative area where so many people go to jail. Not everyone is guilty, she continued, her emotions rising. So when a black man was being accused of something and the details were shaky, she wanted to be certain of the facts. If a situation presented itself that made it clear 100%, all I could do is bow down and apologize. O'Sullivan began his direct exam on Monday and took about 7 hours over 2 days. Milagro's lawyer, Jeremy McLemont, cross-examined her on Tuesday afternoon for about 45 minutes. So let me go back and read. Right said, what do you remember? What do you remember? Laugh aloud. Hey, grandson. Hello, everybody. So basically, that was on Tuesday. Judge, the juror wrote the question down, and the judge at the judge's discretion. I'm unsure about who Tory Lanez is. Daystar is Tony. SoStar is Dad. Kelsey is former friend of Miss Megan. That's what the jurors asked. So the jurors have been kind of confused about who the people were we talked about last night. Like they didn't know who Milagro was, who was Tori's dad. So the jury, like they're really worried about who they picked for the jurors. In that they didn't even know who these people were presenting the case and what really was going on. And today to find out, they're really kind of checked out. And Judge Altanaga reminded, okay, Judge said, I'm understanding maybe 80% of what I hear. So she says she don't understand all of what she's hearing. And you have the jury's question about trying to understand relationships and meaning. I'll just remind you of that. The judge didn't answer the juror's question, but Mecklenburg began his cross by having Milagro identify Tory Lanez' real name as Daystar Peterson, his father as Sunstar Peterson, and Kelsey Harris as Megan's friend, who was with her the night she was shot. Now, let's talk about Kelsey really quick. Now, I'm sure y'all know Donat, and he is a blogger, and I think he's on, I forget what other platform he's on, but anyway, he's in Miami and he's reporting. And today on one of his lives, he was saying that, and I think the subject said Kelsey did it. He was saying that he was on a plane. He was stopped in Houston on a layover in Houston, and when he got on the plane, he sat down next to Kelsey's sister and her newborn baby. And so they got to talking and said that Kelsey's sister was like, I'm stressed out because Kelsey did something that she could go to jail for the rest of her life for. This is allegedly for this channel. But this is what Donat is saying. And he said at that point, he didn't really know what was going on. But when he landed and got off the plane, he started hearing everything with Meg that's going on. So he believes, Donat believes, from having a conversation, an alleged conversation with Kelsey's sister on the plane, that Kelsey's the one that did it. I don't know. What we do know that are facts is that Tory Lanez is sitting in jail for it. So, and we also know, do you believe him? He fabricates things. So here's my thing. Exactly, Harlem. I'm like, if that happened, right? If what you're saying happened, why are we just now hearing about it? Because if it happened, he said several months ago, right? If it happened several months ago or whenever, why are we just now hearing that about it today? Because I've never heard that. I've never heard that he said that before. So I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know how true it is. He was like, you can go back and you can get my records. Hey, APZ, you back? Okay. You can get my records. You can see I was on that flight. You can see exactly what seat I was sitting in, that I was sitting by her, and that we had this conversation. No. Caught up to the live. Okay, right. Thank you. I don't know. I'm there. I'm like, but if you're so like, if it was true, because people, if somebody was sitting beside her sister and that was the conversation, wouldn't you think that we would have been heard that? I haven't heard that, and maybe I'm just slow on the slow bus, and I'm just oblivious to it. And maybe he said that before, but I've never heard that. So it just happened to come out today. Make you say, I don't know. So anyway, that's that on that. We'll continue to follow this trial. Harlem says, but she going to share that information with you. Exactly. Exactly. Like what conversation, what led, and knowing him, he let it be known who he was. That's what I was going to say. Like, what did the conversation, how did it start and how did it lead up to saying, like, I'm worried because my sister did something and she could go to jail for the rest of her life. And why would your sister be on a plane telling anybody that if you were stressed out and didn't want your sister to be in jail? Like, you wouldn't be having that conversation on the plane with nobody. I don't care who you are, right? That's just what I think. So I mean, it's kind of far-fetched. It is. And back, I was gonna go back to what Galactic said, but I think she said Galactic. Am I right in saying that you said that you know Milagro, that you ran in that circle? Like, tell us more about that and knowing him. Okay. So I'm gonna say this. It's a few of us in here tonight who, if you think that they have the right person, that Pow Pow Megan in jail, put a 1. If you think that he's in jail and should not be, put a 2 in the chat. What do you really think? And that's for people that really follow the story, that really followed that story as it was happening. What do you guys really think happened? Um, there was a lot that Tori said prior to, going to trial that made you think that he was guilty. He was like on live saying things that, like, we're and I'm thinking, so JoJo said 2. So a 1, what did I say? A 1 if you think they have the right person, and 2 if you think they don't. Okay, JoJo, tell me more. Why do you think it's not him, that they have the wrong person? Have you followed it all the way? Did you hear the lives and the things that Tori was saying prior to trial? And like, the things that he was saying, it was like, I wish I could pull him up. Like, he was sorry. There was a video, I can't remember, but it was a lot of things that Tori, how he was moving and shaking, and the things that he was saying instead of being quiet, that made me think, my opinion, that I would put that I thought that he was guilty. So you put a 2. So does that mean you think that Meg is not telling the truth about what happened to her or who did it? Do you think that Meg don't know who did it and just said that? I mean, it's a lot. APZ said too, Megan and Kelsey was beefing really hard that night. So APZ put a 2 too. I didn't know y'all felt that way. Do we think, number 1, do we think that Tory is the right, I mean, that Tory Lanez is the right person and in jail they have the right person? Or do you put a 2 if you think no? You know what, JoJo? I have to agree with that because, well, and it's because, like, there was a video that was going around where even Meg was on this video on the video cam, and she was like, am I going to jail? Like, she was saying, am I going to jail because I can't have that on my name? But for me, if I'm a victim, what you want to know? Like, I just got powed in my foot, and why would I be worried about going to jail? Right? But that's what the video said. And they said, well, what happened to you? She said glass. And I couldn't hear the rest of after what she said. But that's right. Like, yeah, no, neither. I think everybody that was involved there, or everybody that was present, you get bits and pieces of the story. You're right. Like, they give you what they want to give you. They give you what, just enough, right? And so you don't get everything. You don't get the whole story. But with what we have, the information that we do have, again, because that's all we can go by, right? Is the information that we have right now. Is Tori the right person to be incarcerated for this, or did they get it wrong? Because APZ said, well, Kelsey and Megan were beefing a lot. But do you think Kelsey would do that even because they were beefing? The higher up can make you pick a side and stay there. Well, I mean, you can even get they can take you down to the jail, and they can scare you into saying things too. So it's a lot. I don't know that we ever get it right. All right. All right. So anyway, that's what I'm saying. JoJo said it's a lot of power behind her. Yeah. And then APZ said, yeah, that's what she was saying. Yeah. True. It's true. And that's the thing about it, like money in these situations, money talks. Never mind. I was gonna say something, but I ain't gonna even bring him up tonight because that's not who we talking about tonight. So, anyway, it is it is a lot of power and money behind her. Collective said the same thing. It's true. So, but with that said, are y'all saying literally that because there's a lot of money and power that whatever narrative that she spin, that's what they're gonna go with, whether it's right or wrong? So what I mean, I don't know. Harlem said, I just know you were going to talk about. So I saw it today and I didn't get a chance to look at all of it because I want to see all of it. But we will be talking about Club Shay Shay's interview with my girl, Clarissa. She was there and they had a conversation and she went into some personal things too. And so we're going to get to that. Matter of fact, hold on. I wanted to really sit down and listen to all of it before I brought it up. Um, Hold on, it's going fast. Rice said, I don't know who did what. I wasn't there. That's true. I'm just saying, right, like with the information that we do have, what is your opinion? Like, do you just have a thought about it? APZ said then his DNA was or was not on the Pow Pow. Don't really believe either. I don't really follow it. Okay. And Galactic said, "On God." JoJo said, "It's sorely behind the investment and who has investments in her." Galactic said, "I cussed her out a couple days ago." Come on, Galactic, you gotta come up here. What happened? Tell us more. Tell us more. And why? Why did you cuss her out? Oh, where can I send you the link so you can tap in? She was injured by what? A ricochet? She's not really injured. Who cares? Move on. Somebody needs to. I wasn't on the. It wasn't on the Pow Pow. Galactic Girl. Where am I sending the link? Hey, Bad Bunny. Clarissa on Shay Shay. I'll have to watch it. Go watch it. Go watch my girl on Club Shay Shay. And then we're gonna come back and talk about it on Freestyle Friday. Maybe talking about it tomorrow. But yeah, she had her interview. So y'all see she rising up. They pulling on her. Bad Bunny said Clarissa. Okay, and then Galactus said, I don't see the link. No, I have to send it to you. Are you on? Instagram. I can DM it to you and you can just hit the link. Can I put the link in the chat? Oh, I don't know how to get in the chat from here. Harlem said, I heard it was a mess. Oh, Harlem, see, don't do it. Don't do her like that. Don't come for Clarissa, Harlem. I gotta see it. Jojo said the young lady is from my hood I grew up in. Who? Which one are we talking? Who? Where'd you grow up, Jojo? I have to watch it. Yeah, go watch it. Go watch it. I'm gonna see if it's a mess. I hope she didn't. Come on, Clarissa. I'm trying to be Team Clarissa. I'm trying. Yeah, you have to go watch it. Um, Jojo the Ryan said the young lady is from. Yeah, who are we talking about, Jojo? Um. Oh, Harlem. What young lady? That's where I'm at. Who's from your hood? Galactic. Let me see. How can I get this? How can I get this link to you? Why come I can't put nothing in the chat from my phone? Let me see. Nope, I can't. It won't let me. Me too, but phases. What younger lady? This shirt keep raising up. Oh, Houston? You from Houston? Yeah, Megan. And Galactic, is that who you talking about? You cussed out a couple of days ago? Who you talking about, girl? I didn't know JoJo. I don't know JoJo, but I guess JoJo's from Houston. The Claire, not Clarissa. Clarissa's from Michigan. Yeah, the dead end. Okay. Galactic, listen. Please tell me where you are. Let me see if I can do it like this. Nope, I can't give it to her like that. I was trying to get the link to you somehow. Now all of a sudden she posting pictures of flowers from her mother-in-law. I thought the flowers were from Pat. Y'all, I'm gonna bring Clarissa on this channel. She gonna get y'all. That'd be crazy if I had her pop up on this channel with us. They were from Miss Irene. Who's Miss Irene? Galactic? And I'm gonna cuss her out. Who? Who? What are you talking about? Oh, that's Pap's mom. So you gonna cuss Clarissa? You cuss Clarissa out? Galactic, you going this is not fair. What did she do? I know the apartment complex and everything. Oh, where Meg was from. Yeah, she from Houston. She out of Houston. Yeah, I did on IG in the DMs. Did she respond? What did she do to make you mad? posted that ugly ring. Yeah, I didn't like that ring at all. I have to be honest. I did not like that ring. What she say, Galactic? Was she talking crazy back? Cause you know she will talk crazy. Do you know her personally? Tomorrow it's gonna be Club Shay Shay and Clarissa interview. Yeah, Galactic need that link. I'm trying to figure out. Galactic, are you on Instagram? Cause I can send it there and you can click it. Or Facebook, wherever. Just tell me where to send the link. APZ said, as long as it's not face to face, I'm never scared. That's me, APZ. Long as it's not face to face. That was good. That was a good one. That's funny. I told her that I'll never be the wife. Well, oh, she'll never be the wife and tell Miss Irene I said hi. Now she's posting flowers from Miss Irene. Just playing. I'm Team Clarissa. I am too. Let me send my IG name. Yeah, send it to me. Please. She's a big girl. She can't move as fast as we can. As we can get her APZ. That is funny. You sending it to me on Instagram? Oh, there it is. Galactic. Okay, I'm about to send it to you. I'm right behind you, Harlem. Yeah, what she said. She said she 185. That's a lot. That's a lot. Boxers got to be light on their feet and move. Barbie dolls are 17. Okay. So since it's private, then you have to. Let me see. 285. Y'all are coming from my girl. Galactic. So I went and I followed you. You have to accept it because it won't let me send you messages. I'll put in timeout and you block her harder. APZ, what side you on? Are you on Clarissa's side or no? Okay, did you send it? Okay, there we go. Now let I sent it, y'all. I'm back. It's there. It should be there now. Likes being up. We appreciate it so much. Thank you for supporting this channel. We getting closer and closer to 10K. I appreciate it. 10K, yes. When you hit it, it's in there. So when you hit it, it'll tell me to add, and then I can add you. Ooh, I need to put that on the charger. You see it? Trying to click on it. Yeah, just click on it. There we go. Jojo the Ryan might be able to help you put it in the chat. Jojo, are you here? If you still here, let me know, because I'm on my phone and I don't see where I can even send a chat, say anything in the chat. But I did send it to her box. Is there a way, Jojo, that on my phone that I can like chat, put a message in the chat so I can put the link out there? Hi, I'm new here. What's going on? I'm Ladaki. Oh, there it is. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yay, you made it. Hi, Ladaki. I'm Ladaki, and welcome to the channel. So we were just talking a little bit about Meg the Stallion, a little bit about Clarissa on Club Shay Shay. So we're just hanging out tonight, but glad you're here. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Welcome over here. So Galactic, do tell.
So this is like what sometime last week when she posted that picture of that ugly ring, and and I was just being nosy. I went to her stories. Like I don't follow her, and that was actually my first time going to her page, and then I
Mhm.
had seen her BS excuse of why it was posted all over the blogs. So I had responded to her story. Let me go to my messages.
Mhm.
Oh my god. I can't do it on my other phone. I'm not even logged into this one. I wonder if it's gonna still let me talk. as I go look in my messages.
Oh, you on the phone that the messages are on? Mm-mm. Can't hear you if you're talking.
Oh my god. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up
Uh-huh.
here. Oh, I'm not logged into my Instagram on my other phone, but I can pull up the screenshot from my
Oh,
iCloud.
okay.
Let's see. Up, here we go. Where is my original message? So I responded to her story. I said, "Girl, all you do is lie. You only posted it to get a rise out of his wife. Grow up and stop throwing stones and hiding your hands." She said, "B, I didn't post this. The blog started posting it. I cleared it up. Suck my ass."
That's what she said.
I said, "Girl, you knew what you was doing. Miss Post and delete. You provoke people, and you look crazy. Layla already read you. Now you peep popping back pedaling, trying to get a reaction out of his wife. It's performative, and nobody want to suck your lame ass. Not even Papoose." She said, "You are effing slow." I said, "Girl, says the lady that thinks she's ever gonna be that man's wife." She said, "Haha, this is funny." And I said, "Tell his mama, Miss Irene, I said hi, enjoy while it lasts, and you better hope Remy don't still have a North Carolina address to sue you, Miss Little, I will never be the wife. Alienation of affection. Look it up."
if
Hmm.
if Papu saw that your message, would he know it was you?
Yeah, he know me. He doesn't know me by my real name.
Okay.
I have a nickname. He doesn't know me as Galactic Barbie.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. Hmm. I'm gonna talk to Remy when she come down in December.
Oh Lord. When you talk to Remy, tell us what
Hmm.
he did.
I don't believe in coincidences. Like I said, I was being funny. I was like, "Tell Miss Irene I said hi," and then what? Yesterday, you're posting pictures of a whole flower bouquet, and then you're like tagging his mom name. Like, girl, please. I
So
think she
those,
brought those flowers herself.
I was going to say, so those flowers was not from her mama, her
She
mother.
said she said they were from his mama, but I think she bought those flowers herself. I don't think she bought those flowers for her.
Do you think that Pap is really spending all this time and ain't gonna really be with her?
Yes. And that I'm not saying it to be biased. I'm not biased or anything,
Right.
but it is what it is. That's his
'Cause
wife. I mean, he still ain't filed that divorce.
that's what I was gonna say. Like they still ain't divorced.
Mhm.
Um, so Harlem said, but she don't need to sue her. They filed, but she don't need to sue her. They filed for divorce. It's adultery, and she signed. Ooh, as much as we talk about the guys, these ladies can find someone else. 4.09 billion men, and you fighting over this lane. Is Papoose lame? I didn't think he was lame. Remy cheated.
I know she won't file for alienation of affection. I was just being funny. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Mm-mm.
APZ said Remy cheated first, though.
No, that's not true.
So APZ, what we're finding out is that Remy didn't cheat first. But see, I'm thinking Papoose is really innocent.
He's not.
Harlem said if his wife said come home, he's there.
Mhm.
You believe it?
Mhm.
Then why is he going on red carpets and doing all this stuff with her? And
Be
he said on yesterday on the interview, I love Clarissa. I love Clarissa.
Child, I remember seeing that video when she was they looked like they was on a red carpet and you could read her lips like she was telling him to kiss her. He would
Yeah,
not kiss her.
she said, "Give me a kiss," and he just kept looking straight as though she never said it. Yep, I
Hmm.
saw that.
It's embarrassing. Like, take my association out of, from these people.
Uh huh.
It's embarrassing as a woman because in the public eye, it do look one sided.
Yeah.
And she don't see it. And I'm like, you're acting like like you never had a boyfriend before.
Right.
And he's still married.
That's the thing for me, right? He's still married, and you talking babies and marriage. Like he would have to, like I would be like he. If you're telling me you're going to get a divorce, we need to slow down until that happens. If you ain't getting a
Hmm.
divorce, we need to just move on.
Exactly.
I'm not fixing to do this with you. If you can't, if you're gonna go back to your wife, just go back.
Maybe he can't go back because she don't want him.
And that's what I was thinking. Maybe Remy's like, it's too late.
Hmm.
It's too late. I'm gone.
What you think about this stuff with Milagro?
So here's my thing. I I don't know. I just feel like with the trial, as far as the trial goes, I feel like there's a few charges that she probably will get found guilty on. Well, first of all, we got to figure out this jury first because they are so tapped out. They don't even know the people. But if it was a regular jury, I think that there are some things that she would be charged for. You know, I think the video said it all because she knew that the when they talked about the DNA being on the pow pow and it came back inconclusive and Milagro didn't take it down because she was like if it's a lie made then sue me. Well, it was inconclusive, so it didn't say that his it's not telling us that his DNA was on that pow pow. And so here we are in court now. So I really right now at this point on the third day, I don't know what to think. What you think?
With that, with the whole Pow Pow situation, it was later discovered later on that his DNA was not on the gun. And there was someone's or a few people DNA on the gun, but they never tested anyone else except for
Yeah.
Tori
Uh-huh.
and Kelsey. So Kelsey, no, I don't even think they. No, you know what? They didn't test anybody else but Tori for the gun. They tested everybody else for GSR,
Uh-huh.
but it doesn't mean that they were the ones that pow pow her.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just in the close proximity of someone that is, you know, pow powing, you still can get GSR on your clothes, on your hands,
Right.
wherever. So, I've been following Milagro since what 2020,
Uh-huh.
and right before, yeah, I started following him right before the whole Tory Lanes and stuff had started to happen.
Right.
So when she was reporting on it, I was agreeing with a lot of stuff that, she was saying because at first, when we first heard, like, oh, what in the world they got going on? But then when you hear more details, it's like, hold on. You start to see a little bit more red flags, like, well, if that happened to her, then why wasn't she admitted in the hospital as a pow pow,
Uh-huh.
victim?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, it's a lot of things that came out since then. But I've been in Malagro's Discord.
Right.
I just stopped following her actually last year, but
Why'd you stop following her?
I cussed her out.
Dang galactic.
No, she was wrong. It was high school stuff. I didn't like
Oh.
what she did. Like I feel like she was trying to gatekeep the whole station head thing when other people that was following her,
Mhm.
wanted
Mhm.
to start doing their own thing, doing little station head shows. Like anybody can make a station head account and start doing
Right.
live shows.
Right.
You can't tell somebody what they can't do.
That's right.
And same thing with Discord. If somebody wants to start their own Discord, they have every right to do it. You
That's
can't
right.
gatekeep apps and stuff like that.
That's the truth.
So she went on this whole rant and felt like the people that was doing this all ops, a whole bunch of weird childish stuff. And I cussed
Oh,
her out and I left her Discord because, girl, I'm older than you. Like
right. Yeah.
you can't tell me what I can't do, who I can't support. But I still been following, the trial and stuff. But I don't think it's right. And so far what I seen, it just sounds like y'all just going over the whole Tory Lane trial again. Like this
That's
is
what
not
it
about
exactly.
exactly, like they're missing the plot. It's not about Tory Lane's trial. It's about finding out whether or not she's guilty of defamation.
That's it.
Now, with the whole deep fake video,
Uh-huh. Yeah. Let's talk about it.
I don't agree with that. And when they did the whole deposition and the lawyer was trying to spin it like, oh, Milagro, you created a separate Twitter page and named it
Mhm.
Milagro Likes, and then you sent people over to go to your page
Sure did.
to look at the deep fake video, and that's not what happened.
How did it happen?
Like,
Because that's what yesterday they said that yesterday that that's what
hmm
happened. So what really happened?
so everybody was asking about the video. Everybody wanted to see the video she was talking about, and she told people to go to her likes
Hmm.
to see it. We went to her likes to see it, but she wasn't promoting it. Like, oh yeah, look at this. Oh, I
Right.
believe. No. She later on and said, I don't believe that's Megan. Whoever did this, this is messed up. Like, you don't make no fake video of somebody and participating and
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I don't want to say certain stuff to get your
Yeah.
page flagged,
Yeah.
but um, I believe that whoever sent her that video to begin with, it was a setup, and they was baking on her taking the bait, and it didn't happen that way. So they tried to figure out some type of way
Hmm.
to get her on the deep fake video. She didn't create it,
Hmm.
so why not go after the person that
That
created that
created.
video?
Uh-huh. That created it. Yeah. Because my understanding from yesterday was that she did create it. I mean, this is just blatantly what they said, right? The lawyer was trying to make her say that she created it and she was telling people to like created another channel and was telling people to go over and follow her and look at it, right?
Mhm.
So that's what they're presenting right now. And I didn't get anything back from, like I didn't even know. Well, Milagro was like, no, that's not what happened. Like
Mhm.
she said, I didn't, that's not what I did. And so I just think, do you think, well, do you think that Meg is lying
Yes.
about everything?
Yes.
Whoa.
Mhm.
Because on that
She has.
video, she was telling the police officer that she don't want her name, she can't have her name like that, right? And then
Yeah. The
and
the
they were like,
first thing she
"What? You
asked
gotta
them.
tell me. You gotta tell me what happened. Then it's the police. You gotta tell me what happened." And she said, "Glass." And she was like, "What about the glass?" She said, "Well, I'm not from around here. I don't know where. Like I can't tell you where, whatever." So if I'm what my question is how did we get from you stepping on glass to now this man is in jail? What changed? Like, did she say, "Okay, I lied about the glass. He pow me," or like, I'm so confused. I'm confused.
Um. Well, first question they asked her was, well, the first question Megan asked them was, "Are we about to go to jail?"
Are we going to jail? Yeah,
So if you are a victim, why
that's
are you concerned about going to jail?
exactly what I said. If I'm a victim and I know I got pow and I know who I got pow by, then why would Yep, JoJo, you
Exactly.
said it. Like, I want to. I'm so. I
I
just.
wanna I wanna believe her too. Like,
Yeah.
but I'm a girl's girl. Like I don't, sit there and blame women like, oh well, what did you do? Like, no. She in this situation, in my opinion,
Mhm.
I don't believe that happened to her. Um
Do
what was I about-
Well, JoJo said, or was it right that said, well, did she get shot or was it ricochet from the gun being shot and the pow pow being shot? And
Mhm.
the little ricochet stuff got her. Like, which one was it? Like, I don't. So,
I don't even believe she was shot, period, in my opinion.
okay.
I believe she stepped on glass. There were three doctors that evaluated her. And out of those three doctors, one doctor said that she had fragments in her foot. But where are the fragments?
Hmm.
The high power was never even like ran.
Right.
So,
That's what makes it so confusing.
and I believe she owned, either her or Kelsey owned that pow pow
Mm.
because it came out of her bag.
Oh my God.
Yep.
See, so for me, like, and the reason I'm like, oh, kind of got lockjaw is because when it first happened, yeah, I was all into it, but then it was just so much, and I think what turned me off is when she went on Gail, and then after Gail, she said that she didn't tell the truth. Like then, like once you tell a lie, then I'm like, ooh, I have to side eye. Like, what else are you not telling the truth about? But
Exactly.
again, I do want to believe her, but we just, like Rice said, or who was that? JoJo, one of them said, we never get the full truth. And it's because people trying to cover their own selves up. So they saying one thing, doing another. It's crazy.
Yeah, if you look on the Tory Lane's website, it's called 36 Hours Later. All the videos, medical records, all that stuff is up there. And another thing that stood out to me is I actually looked at her medical records. Me coming from somebody with 15 plus years in the medical field,
Uh-huh.
like I read the medical records. And if a person is admitted in the hospital for surgery, and you have to state in the paperwork about anesthesia. The
Uh-huh.
only thing that was said about the anesthesia is that she was given anesthesia and who administered it. But you never said what kind of anesthesia was administered, how much it was administered,
Hmm.
how did they take the anesthesia. Like all of that stuff is important
Right.
to billers and to insurance. None
Right.
of that stuff was stated in there. So that looked kind of crazy to me that none of that was even mentioned in her medical records.
Mm-hmm.
So did you really have surgery, or did
Oh
the
my.
doctor just take some tweezers and just pull out the fragments
Fragments.
out of your
Pull
foot?
the fragments out. Ooh.
There were other things in her record, like they gave her, I think, some type of antibiotic, but they
Mm-hmm.
listed that in there, but you didn't list the anesthesia.
Okay. So couldn't Tory's attorneys subpoena the records, but not HIPAA, right?
No, they got the records.
So how come they still couldn't? I mean, I guess it wasn't strong enough to win it over. Because I still don't understand why he's in jail.
When you got a when you have a organization or a company that has ties with the courts, the police department,
Mm-hmm.
politicians, you can get away with a whole lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the Demori situation. Demori is Miss Perez's daughter. She has a lawsuit against her and a bunch of other um, mental health facilities and the police department
Mm-hmm.
listed in her lawsuit that were actually working with her mother with getting her admitted into a mental hospital. So that's a whole nother rabbit hole. Like that
Wow.
whole situation is crazy. But yeah, these people have a lot of power behind them that they can definitely make some stuff go in their favor and make some stuff disappear. So,
Well, I mean, it's kind of like Diddy. You know, he's just now, the stuff is just now catching up with him, and it's
hmm
called money. Start. Let me see. Jojo said it's a bigger conspiracy going on here. Rice said yes, lawyers can get the records, but are they legit or not? And
exactly.
yep. And then Jojo said starting with the backing of Rock Nation allegedly. People, the Rock Nation people. Wow. Is
hmm
this why Jay gets away with a lot of stuff that people bring against him? Because he's so far, Jay-Z's been untouched. Do we believe Jay-Z is even guilty of anything? I mean, I don't think he's innocent of everything.
Right. I definitely don't
But
think he's innocent.
you're right. And so it's about the money talks and how
hmm
much power you have.
Yep. There's been a lot of rumors that this judge that is presiding over Milagro's case
Mm-hmm.
is married to somebody within Megan Thee Stallion's
Uh-uh.
yeah, the law firm that's representing her. Yeah.
Uh-huh. But that's a
That's what they're saying.
conflict.
Very, that is a conflict of interest.
Yes. You can't do that.
Mm-mm.
But listen, this is what we say, a crooked justice system.
Mm-hmm.
And they do what they want to do the way they want to do it.
Exactly.
And so it's almost a lose-lose when you walk through the door if you're on
Mm-hmm.
the other side, right? Crazy.
It's sad. Like before all of this, I wasn't a diehard Tory Lanez fan.
Nor was I.
Yeah, but to see this happening to him, like it's oh my god. Like when I heard his appeal was denied, like I just felt like somebody just kicked me in my stomach because it's like, wow, really?
But and here was my thing is because like I have to go back and look at Tori's if it's still available his videos because some of the stuff he was saying was making me believe that he was guilty of it. And I'll have to go look and tell you specifically what I mean. So
Right.
I'll try to pull him up, but it was a lot of stuff because for me, I was like, he need to just be quiet until court, right? Because I felt like he was talking too much on live, going live and saying stuff, and I was like, is he? Is he not? Is he guilty? Like I made a question.
Right.
Wright said it's all about the money. These people don't even lie. They don't even lie well. So what all the sudden well how come I don't have my glasses on? Okay. All of a sudden you're an unliving mystery writer. Most lies are very simple unless you have some real creativity. Multiple levels of deception. A simple lie just leads to the next lie. That's the truth. That's the truth. You
It
lie,
is
lie,
true.
you keep lying.
All this money they spending behind her for lawyer fees and stuff like
Yeah.
that. She's not even they not even getting their ROI. Like they not getting their investment in
Uh-uh.
return.
Nope.
She's not okay, go put it on the counter. Okay. Thank you. Sorry, my baby.
That's okay. My grandbaby was busting up in here too a while ago. It's okay. Well, y'all, let's just keep on. I'm definitely gonna keep following this case. I'm definitely gonna go watch Club Shay Shay so I can see what Clarissa's talking about, so we can come back tomorrow and talk about it. Don't y'all better stop coming for my girl. But you know what? I love me too, so it's hard. But I am gonna go watch that whole entire interview with Club Shay Shay. I'm gonna keep us updated on tomorrow is day 4. We're supposed to be done with this by Wednesday, but the judge saying it's possible that it could go after Thanksgiving. I just don't see why you want to just keep continuing. And I'm like you, Galactic. Like I felt like all they talked about was Tory, Tory, Tory,
hmm
Tory, Tory,
That's all I'm hearing is Tory, and I'm like, this is not
Yep,
a Tory Lanez trial.
yep,
Where's the defamation?
yep.
Because I haven't heard it yet. I haven't even heard it in the deposition.
Yep. That's what we were saying. Like, and we talked about that today earlier. It was like, where like I don't see defamation. I don't think they're going to be able to prove defamation beyond a reasonable doubt, right?
Mhm.
And you have to do that. So I don't know. But anyway, we'll keep following it, y'all. I appreciate y'all being here tonight. Galactic, thank you for coming up. I always love to hear your stories because you be knowing the people we talk about.
I don't even know how. Like I just be
That's crazy, ain't it? It's like we supposed to be over here. So
knowing.
yeah, it was meant to be. APZ said Harlem, I'd have to go back. Honestly, definitely going to watch it too. Yeah, we'll watch it. So anyway, again, have a good night, Galactic. Thank you for coming back up
No problem. Bye,
tonight.
y'all.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you everybody that was in the chat tonight and having the conversation. We'll be right back here tomorrow. Also, Friday, Freestyle Friday is going to happen, but it's going to be a late night Freestyle Friday because I do have to tend to my grandson. But other than that, y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for being here. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Good night. Thank you.